Hi students, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to discuss the Unit 4 Highway Construction and Maintenance, and the topic is Subsurface Drainage. Objectives: on completion of this class you would be able to explain the methods of providing subsurface drainage. Once we revise, in the previous class we have learned various aspects of construction and maintenance of roads and road drainage and its types, necessity of providing road drainage, and methods of providing surface drainage. So these all topics we have seen in the previous class. So today's topic is subsurface drainage, and drainage of water from the substructure of road is called subsurface drainage. So what is subsurface drainage? Drainage of water from the structure of road is called subsurface drainage. So need, stability and strength of the road depends on subgrade moisture content. Okay, and next is increase in moisture content decreases the strength of subgrade as well as other pavement layers. Process of changing the subgrade moisture content: percolation of water through pavement, shoulders, berms, formation slopes, side slopes. Okay, and seepage flow, rise and fall of groundwater table, capillary rise, stagnation of water along the side of highway. Methods adopted for subsurface drainage are lowering water table, control of seepage flow, control of capillary rise. So these are the methods for the controlling the subsurface drainage. Lowering of water table: if underground water table is more than 1.5 meters below subgrade, subsoil drainage is not required. Okay, and here subsoil drainage is required when water table is at least 1.2 meters below subgrade nearer than 1.2 meters. Okay, so when we have to provide the subsoil drainage here, when it is nearer to 1.2 meters only. Okay, that is nothing but water table at least 1.2 meters below subgrade. If it is 1.4 meters below subgrade, then there is no need of subsoil drainage. Okay, if water table is high, take the highway on an embankment, and if formation is below ground level, in all the above cases lowering of water table is necessary, and in the soils of low permeability like clays, transverse drains are to be provided. Lowering of water table is possible by longitudinal drainage trenches, filter sand. And next is depth of trench depends on required depth of lowering the water table and distance between drainage trenches and types of subgrade soil. So these is to control the lowering of water table, and you can see the diagram here. So this is the lowering water table in permeable soils. So coming to here, this is nothing but recharge or rainfall whatever falls on the pavement. Okay, and these are the side drains, and this is water table after construction of drains. This is the original water table. What we are saying, this is nothing but, so here we can see this is the original ground water level, the dotted line. So that is nothing but this one. Okay, and these are the longitudinal drain pipes, whatever rounds one you can see. Okay, so under the here in these places we will providing the normal water. This is nothing but controlling of lowering water table, and you can see this is the actual diagram. So here also this is the rainfall falling on the pavement, and this cross fall, the water which lays, and this comes under this drainage. Okay, this is subbase and base course, and these are the shoulders, and this is subsurface drainage system with the transverse drains. You can see this is the plan from the top view, and this is section, okay, which is front view. So here our original ground water level is there, and this is the clay seal you can see, and this is the longitudinal drain pipe. So whatever which falls on the top here, it goes into these drains. This is nothing but subsurface drainage. So next, control of seepage flow. How to control the seepage flow? The flow of water through soil mass below any structure is called seepage. Okay, and when ground and interior strata below are sloping, seepage flow exists, and when the depth of seepage zone is less than 0.9 meters from subgrade, interception of seepage zone is necessary. Okay, you can see here when the depth of seepage zone is less than 0.9 meters from subgrade, interception of seepage zone is necessary. Okay, and next is here control of seepage flow. Seepage flow is intercepted by longitudinal drains. It collects the seepage water and conveys away. And trench filled with filler material is It attracts seepage water and conveys away. And next is clay seal, acts as a barrier, prevents further flow of seepage. So this is nothing but seepage flow is intercepted. Okay, it is attached with these long drains and trench filled with fill material and clay seal. So this is nothing but control of seepage flow, an image you can see here. So this is nothing but zone of seepage flow, whatever. And this is the sloping ground, this is a clay seal, and this is the pavement footpath. Okay, so this is the perforated drain pipe, whatever the water falling here, and this is a sand filter material. Okay, and this is a lowered seepage line. So this is the used for the control of seepage flow. So in order to protect the pavement, so directly the water which is going on to road. So in order to provide that, we will be providing these drains. Control of capillary is controlled by provision of granular layer of suitable thickness. So next, granular layer of suitable thickness and sand blanket of suitable thickness, impermeable layer of bituminous material, and polythene enveloped geosynthetic sheets. So these are used for the capillary rise. And this is the diagram you can see here. Air temperature, humidity, this is the solar radiation, condensation. Okay, rainfall penetrating through the pavement and cracks, rise of capillary water. The water which penetrates here, this is nothing but rise of capillary, and this is rise of groundwater level. So this is nothing but control of capillary rise. You can see the diagram here, and this is the highest water table which is under the ground level, and this is the impermeable layer, the soil which is there. Okay, and this is our road layer. So these are the side slopes, and this is the drain. Okay, so here the water which under the stores, it will be releasing from the gaps. Okay, so that is nothing but capillary rise. Okay, so summary, we have discussed the subsurface drainage, lowering of water table, control of seepage flow, control of capillary rise. Okay, so these are the topics in this chapter. So subsurface drainage is provided in all over the roads compulsory in order to control the seepage losses, okay, capillary rise, okay, and watering table. Okay, so these are the topics in this chapter. Okay, and coming to the examination questions, what is meant by subsurface drainage? State the need for subsurface drainage. Explain the methods of providing subsurface drainage by means of suitable sketches. So we have to draw the diagrams also in this. Diagrams are also very important. Okay. So thank you. Have a nice day.